Hello, fellow artists, and welcome back to my art studio. We are going to be playing a fun game today that I like to call Eyes Closed, Eyes Open, where we will be turning shapes into characters. Super fun. I'm so excited. But first, we're going to go over a learning target and some vocabulary and definitions. So, our learning target is I can use my tools of exploration and imagination to create an experimentation. And we got our three underlined words right there. So let's see what those are. Exploration, imagination, and experimentation. Let's see those definitions. Exploration. Finding materials or resources and studying what they are and how they work. So in this context, we will be exploring our tools, which will be our writing and drawing utensils to create. Imagination, the ability to produce new objects, sensations, and ideas in the mind without any immediate action outside the mind. So when I think of something, when I think of imagination, I think of it as like the engine to a car. Like it gets the mind rolling, but we're not moving anywhere yet. So you'll be using your imagination to turn shapes into characters. And lastly, we have experimentation, using the materials or resources from exploration and using your imagination to create new ideas or things. So they kind of line up together. So you use exploration and imagination to make an experiment. So in order to play our game, we will need our tools. So since this is a two-dimensional work, we are going to be using drawing materials, and you could use a pencil, colored pencil, pens, or markers, and you could also use crayons as well, but I do not have those in my studio today. And whoop, pencil really wants to be in the video. And I will be using the paper in my sketchbook. So let's open up to a blank page here and get rolling. All right, so we have our blank page. I am choosing to use my marker first. So since the title is Eyes Closed, Eyes Open, we are going to start with our eyes closed, and I'm going to draw a random shape. Promise my eyes are closed. And there. I opened them up, and now I'm gonna assess my shape. I'm gonna rotate it and see what character can I make out of this shape. It's so funky. Let's see. I'll go with my original position. So next, I am wanting to use my pen. So the requirements to turn your shape into a character is to add at least one eye, a nose, a mouth, and something to go on the head, whether that's hair, a hijab, a hat, or anything like that. A little rhyme there. So our first requirement is we are going to add our eye. And I'm going to put one right here and right here. Add the eyelids, and he's gonna be looking down. There, maybe he looks kind of sleepy. And so we have our eyes. Our next requirement is a nose. And I like to do a little swoop, and that's his nose. We have our eyes, our nose. Now let's do a mouth. I'm going to be doing my mouth just like that. We have our eyes, nose, mouth, and I think this little swoop back here kind of looks like a hat, a backwards hat. So I want to add the top of the cap, and it kind of looks like that. like that. I really like it. This seems like a cool guy. So we have our base requirements, which are the eyes, nose, mouth, and something to go on his head. But I want to have some fun and add a few more details. So he kind of looks like he's sitting down. So let's add a chair for him to sit down on. And we'll add the back legs. And I usually put a collar on his shirt. And here's the bottom of his shirt, adding some more lines. And here we have his pants. We can add some super funky shoes, big chunky shoes. And we'll add some platforms and some shoelaces. And we'll add his arms. Right there. And I wonder, maybe he's saying something. Scribble, scribble, scribble. And I feel like we are done. So this is my character that I turned from a shape to a character. Now, that is so fun. I want to show you guys some examples, see if we can point out if a few characters meet our requirements. So let's take a look around here. Let's go this little yellow guy down here. Let's see what the requirements. What are the requirements? He has eyes, a nose, tiny little mouth, and some little tufts of hair on his head. And he even has some extras. So I would say this guy's good to go. He's a character. But let's see, right, this pink square or diamond right here. We see some lines, and maybe those are eyes, but we don't see a nose, a mouth, or a hat, hair, or hijab. So I would say that guy doesn't meet the requirements. Let's do one more. Let's go to this page. Maybe this orange, not orange, I'm so silly, green triangle over here. We have his eye, his nose, his mouth, and some hair. I would say he fits the requirements. So I hope you guys have fun exploring and experimenting using your imaginations, and I can't wait to see your works of art. Have fun.